Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be rewriting John Wick. The film begins with us seeing John Wick crash in his car before stumbling out, and we see that he has been shot. He takes out a video of his wife before passing out. Several days earlier, John Wick wakes up and he has flashes of his wife and their time together before she passes out. And we see her in the hospital before she passes away. We would then cut to her funeral, where we see that someone is watching John. And then we learn that it's his old friend Marcus, and he claimed that he is just checking up on John. After that, they would part ways. And then after everyone leaves, John will start to pick up the place before he receives a package with a puppy inside left to him from his late wife. After reading the letter, John will break down in tears before letting the puppy out of the kennel. John makes a bed for the dog, but he doesn't want to get off the bed, so John picks him up and places him there, and the next day the puppy will wake him up. And everything will be the same up until he runs into the gangsters. Everything will start out the same in the scene with John Wick in gas, but he'll still be out of the car when they approach him, and will pretty much how much, and you will say it's not for sale. The guy will still insult him, and John Wick will insult him back, but there'll be more of a fight that breaks out before his friend, just like in the film, will break it up and tell John Wick to have a nice day. Everything will be the same with John Wick pretty much going and letting off steam, and everything will be the same until he returns home, and he will still get attacked, and pretty much everything will be the same there, and the puppy, of course, will still be killed, and they will pretty much steal his car, and the one guy will reveal his face before knocking him out. John Wick would then wake up and will clean up the mess and bury his dog, just like in the actual film. They would take the car to Aurelio's shop, but he would recognize the cars, and after they asked for new plates and clean papers, he would refuse because, of course, he knows whose car that is. Later that day, John would go to Aurelio's shop, and that scene would be the same, and we would also get the call explaining why Aurelio hit his son, and he will explain it because he took John Wick's car, and that will be the same. We would also still have the scene with John Wick breaking his floor to get his weapons crate, before we have the scene with Virgo confronting his son, which it will be pretty much the same, but it will be more intense with several more hits before he explains who John Wick is. And he explains to his son that he is going to have to fix another one of his messes. He will call John Wick to try to fix the situation, and John will pretty much have none of it and hang up. And so that night he will send several henchmen to John Wick's place, and John will pretty much kill them pretty easily. And just like in the actual film, the cops will show up and they will just pretty much say, like, you do you, we are not getting involved, and they will leave. And John will still have the cleanup crew show up to get rid of the bodies and all that, and I will have an extra scene where after the hit is placed, several people will show up at John's house and will try to kill him, and he'll be able to take them out. But then John Wick will still head to the hotel, and of course we would learn the rules of no one will be able to hurt them there. He will run into some old friends, and he would find out from the owner, who is also a good friend of his, about that he has a hit. And pretty much he will head to the club, and pretty much that'll play out mainly the same, but there'll be more of the guy's friends that he will take out. After the guy notices, John Wick will try to kill him and will kill several others, but the guy will still leave. But in my version, before he goes to get patched up, he'll have to kill a few other guys, but then he will go and get patched up just like in the actual film. As John is resting, a sniper will appear on the roof and of course will try to kill him, but he will notice Perkins and will shoot at John, miss, and Perkins and John will have a fight, and John will get information in exchange for not killing her. John will knock her out before leaving her with another resident at the hotel, and she will pretty much escape and kill the guy. John Wick will arrive at the chapel and will take out all the armed individuals before the priest will show him where the vault is, and he will light everything up before trying to take out Virgo and his men, which he will kill a lot of them before being knocked out by a car and captured. And the scene will be pretty much the same, where he'll pretty much tell Virgo that he can give up his son or they can both die together. He is left with the henchmen, but Marcus comes and will shoot one of the henchmen and leave John Wick able to kill him, and then he goes and stops Virgo from escaping. And with no choice, Virgo tells John where his son is. And John Wick will go to that warehouse and will take out the guards with a sniper rifle for the most part, but there will be a part where he simply uses a pistol to take them out, and he will destroy their getaway vehicles before he finds the guy and shoots him in the stomach before putting a bullet in his head. And they will learn that Marcus hasn't been in contact, and he will get attacked and will be killed to bring John to his house. And Virgo gets ready to escape on a helicopter as John goes into the house where Perkins is supposed to be waiting, but she has a meeting with the owner of the hotel, and for breaking the rules, she is killed. After John finds Marcus's body, he will go try to kill Virgo, and pretty much it will be the same with people trying to kill him. He'll kill them and almost getting run off the road, but he'll jump out of the car. Then there'll be the final fight between the two, and after getting stabbed, John will use it to stab Virgo in the neck, in which he will die. And then we cut back and see that he had the motivation to live after seeing the video. And that's where the movie ends. Now, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed. And something that I will be doing again is starting up my Instagram account. So, if you want to get notified for what my future videos will be, you'll get announcements a week ahead. Pretty much right after my previous one goes live, you will know what my future video will be. But make sure you go follow me on there to get announcements of my future videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.